Hi guys, in today's video let's have a look into the Tao Te Ching. Today let's continue from chapter 16. Chapter 16. Tao Te Ching. Empty yourself of everything. Let the mind rest at peace. The 10,000 things rise and fall while the self watches their return. They grow and flourish, then return to the source. Returning to the source is stillness, which is the way of nature. The way of nature is unchanging. Knowing constancy is insight. Not knowing constancy leads to disaster. Knowing constancy brings harmony. With harmony, one can care for all things. Care for all things and you will be in harmony with the Tao. When the mind is still, clarity follows. All things arise from the Tao and return to it in perfect order. Chapter 17. Tao Te Ching, the highest good, is like water. Water benefits all things and does not compete. It flows in places that people avoid. In this way, it is like the Tao. The Tao is the natural force behind all things. The wise person remains humble like water. They nourish all without seeking attention. They do not seek to dominate or compete. By following the way of water, they are in harmony with the Tao. In this way, they embody virtue without force. Chapter 18. Tao Te Ching. When the great Tao is forgotten, virtue and morality appear. When wisdom and knowledge are born, great hypocrisy is sure to follow. When the 6 family relationships are not in harmony, loyalty and trust are lost. When the country is in turmoil, patriotic behavior emerges. The wise person stays silent and is content. They seek nothing, and so nothing is lost. By embracing the Tao, they avoid the traps of conflict and competition. Chapter 19. Tao Te Ching. Give up sainthood, renounce wisdom, and it will be 100 times better for the people. Give up kindness, renounce righteousness, and the people will rediscover filial piety and love. Give up cleverness, renounce profit, and bandits and thieves will disappear. These 3 are outward forms alone. They are not sufficient in themselves. Therefore, let the people be simple and unpretentious, without desire to gain or lose. In this simplicity, wisdom is found. In this humility, power is revealed. Chapter 20. Tao Te Ching. Give up learning and put an end to your problems. Why should the learned be proud? Because they think they know the answers. But those who truly know do not seek to appear knowledgeable. Those who know little speak a lot, but those who know much remain silent. The great way is easy, but people love the complicated. If you look for complications, you will never find peace. The wise person does not seek glory, but lets things be as they are. Chapter 21. Tao Te Ching. The great Tao flows everywhere, both to the left and to the right. It loves and nurtures all things. Yet, people rarely notice the Tao. The Tao is like a great river, and all things flow toward it. The wise person knows the Tao is vast and immeasurable, and they follow it humbly. By following the Tao, they gain true wisdom. and in their wisdom, they know they can never be perfect. Chapter 22. Tao Te Jing. The wise person does not strive for perfection, but embraces their flaws. They do not seek to dominate, but allow things to unfold naturally. They do not seek to conquer, but work with what they have. The way of the Tao is to be humble and not seek greatness. The great person lives simply, and the small person seeks to be great. But the great person knows the path is humble, and through humility they find peace. Chapter 23. Tao Te Jing. One who speaks little will be listened to. One who does much will be ignored. The great Tao does not speak, yet its wisdom is ever present. The wise person is silent and lets their actions speak. In silence, they bring peace. In peace, they bring clarity. In clarity, they bring understanding. And in understanding, they bring harmony. Chapter 24. Tao Te Jing. One who stands on tiptoe does not stand firm. One who rushes ahead does not go far. One who shows off does not shine. One who boasts does not become great. One who is self-righteous does not achieve success. Therefore, the wise person avoids these things. They walk in humility and calm, allowing things to unfold naturally. In this way, they find balance and peace. Chapter 25. Tao Te Jing. There was something undifferentiated and complete before heaven and earth. How still it was and formless. It stood alone and unchanging. It is the mother of the world. I do not know its name. I call it Tao. If forced to give it a name, I would call it great. Greatness means going beyond. Going beyond means going far. Going far means returning. Commentary. As we reflect on the Tao Te Jing, chapters 16 to 25, we find that the teachings highlight humility, balance, and naturalness as essential virtues. In today's modern world, these ancient words might feel counterintuitive. We live in a time that glorifies speed, achievement, competition, and outward success. We're often told to climb, to compete, to rise above, and to outshine others. However, the wisdom of the Tao Te Jing encourages us to embrace simplicity, to find peace in stillness, and to work in harmony with the natural flow of life rather than forcing things to happen. It speaks to us about letting go of ego, surrendering control, and accepting life as it unfolds. By doing so, we allow the Tao to work through us in ways that are often much more fulfilling than those pursuits we chase tirelessly. As we struggle with the complexities of modern life, these ancient words offer an alternative path, one where we are free from constant striving and competition, and where we are more attuned to the present moment, the simplicity of being, and the wisdom of stillness.